me again. Popping back into your screens because it's getting a bit grim again. So we need to G up everybody and do a little bit of exercise together. So good morning in our wonderful city. Go for a walk, come back, and we'll talk soon. Good morning, everybody. Again. So today we're going to do a stretching postcard. So you're going to need a couple of things: somewhere to lie down. You can have a mat if you've got one, or just on the carpet. I've managed to get a mat for today, which I think is a step up in my home gym. The other thing that would be useful is a canvas strap or a belt. You can use just a normal waist belt, but just something that you can use to pull your leg towards you. Got a roller and a spiky ball. We might also do a few things with that at the end, maybe, but I'm just going to put them there because I think they look like a wonderful physio prop. Okay, so have a lie down, and we're going to start with some nice, gentle lying down ones. Alright, so lie down here, and hopefully I'm still in vision. So we're going to start with one that we've all done in all of my classes, and that's a hamstring stretch with a strap. So for this, to do it properly, we'll want this bottom leg to be straight, top leg up, and we're going to start with the knee straight, and you're just gently pulling the leg towards you until you feel a stretch, and holding. You want to hold stretches for about 30 seconds-ish. You can go longer if you like, but probably not shorter unless it's a different type of stretch. Some stretches are moving stretches. Some of the sporting warm-up stretches are more dynamic, and some of the nerve stretches are moving stretches too. But this one we're going to hold. Okay, we're going to carry on with that same idea by bending the knees slightly, pulling the legs slightly further towards your body. Feeling the stretch now in the belly of the muscle, more in behind the thigh. Once again, holding. Okay, taking the leg out to stretch straight again, popping the strap into one hand, so we're going to go into the opposite hand to the leg. The other hand goes out to stabilise you, and you're going across the body. This is a massive stretch. If you're a little bit neurally tight, you're going to feel the very strong stretch right down the length of the leg. If you're less neurally tight in the leg, you'll probably feel quite a strong stretch in your glute. Or it can be a combination of all of those things. So just take it to where you're comfortable. Still trying to hold it. If it's really uncomfortable, you can sort of pulse on and off this one because of that neural component. Try and hold it today. And if you just actually did what I asked and went for a walk, you're going to feel some of these leg stretches because you've just used those muscles in your activity. They're a little bit fatigued and they're wound up. So they're going to let you know as you stretch them. However, they're going to stretch well because they're warm. Coming back, we'll go the other way. So transfer the strap to the other hand, bring this hand out to the side to stabilise you, and let the leg go out to the side. Still trying to keep this leg anchored on the ground, so you will get a bit of an opening through your front hip on the leg that's on the ground. So it's a bit of a double whammy there. almost turn the volume down there, hoping that the sound is not coming through because we've run into copyright issues. But it's quite nice to stretch with music on rather than silence, but everybody each their own. In fact, I might turn the music off so you can put your music on, and that's not really hitting it. And then we're not quietly any copyright issues. Bring it back to the middle. Down to nothing. Okay, switching legs. Okay, so got the straight leg first. Knee straight, other leg on the ground, anchored, gently pulling up. Leave these a little bit, I think. I haven't got to the editing yet, but I think I'm going to leave these in real time. So it gives you a sense of how long you should be holding stretches. Very tempting to get into position and really only hold it for about 5 seconds. But if you want to be effective with your stretching, you really do need to extend that out to that minimum of 30 seconds each position. You will notice one side is tighter than the other. That's really, in fact, it's so common that it's probably unusual that you feel even on both sides. Most people have a tighter side, and those that sit on the more stiff side of the spectrum of body types will really notice it. And those are slightly more hypermobile, we'll notice that less because they're pretty bendy both ways, but there is always one side that has slightly more freedom. Often that corresponds to your more stable side, your more stronger side. Sorry, the other way around. So the stronger, stable side tends to be the stiff side, but not always. Body's funny like that. Okay, take into the opposite hand, other arm out to the side, crossing the body. This is clearly my stiffer side. Ah! Gosh. Excuse a little bit of... It's really full on for me. The least thing is what happens when you're trying to play football when you're very old. Your kicking leg gets very stiff. Okay, other arm out to the side and coming out into an adductor stretch and hamstring. Remembering to keep the leg that's on the ground nice and long, so you're opening up your hip. and coming back to centre, and we'll pop the strap to the side. We're going to go into a glute stretch. We're going to do a couple of different varieties of glute stretch. First one, just with the ankle over the knee, reaching through, grabbing hold of the thigh and pulling towards your chest. You can see I'm a long way off my chest. It's because this leg is quite stiff. And equally, so a nice little variations on this stretch. You could keep using your strap and do this in coordination with your other stretches with the strap. Is still with the leg out long, but you allowing that twisting mechanism and using the strap to pull towards you. That's fine as well. Because your glutes are such a big muscle, maintaining that pressure is you're having to pull quite a bit. So this way, with the hands clasping, you kind of they're creating a tension, but it's a bit slightly more relaxing. If you are doing it this way, it's really important that your head can still reach the ground. So if you're so tightly kind of up here with your thoracic spine, you probably want to either use the strap or even get a little pillow under the head, just something so you're not hanging there through your cervical spine. Switch sides. So ankle over the knee, clasping behind the thigh. Lovely. Okay, rolling onto the side, quad stretch. So pulling towards your bottom and then try to kind of draw your leg backwards. Depending on how tight your hip flexors are, is sort of going to relate to how far back you can pull the whole thigh, and more the thigh muscles will reflect how close your heel gets to your bottom. But both influence that movement, so you are stretching both. Do the other side, rolling over. Okay, then we'll just come up into kneeling, having one leg forward. If you feel like it's not enough padding, you can stick pillow under the knee just to give you a bit more support. And if you really can't kneel on the knee, I'll show you a variation on this too. Then, so you're in a lunge position, you're going to lunge the leg forward, so we're really opening up your hip flexor, reaching up with the arm on the same side as the leg that's behind you, and very slightly bending, side bend, so really opening up the whole side. If you're unable, as I said before, to kneel on the ground, you can use a stool. You have to have reasonable balance or something else to hang on to, but popping the foot on there, popping forward, achieving that same position and reaching over. But if you can do it kneeling on the floor, do so. So at this point we'll change to the other side. So lunging forward, pushing the hip forward, reaching up and arching over. Nice actually with any stretch that involves the thoracic cage as well, to get some nice deep breathing in there, because it will stretch all those little muscles in between the ribs, intercostal muscles, which kind of really get a bit jammed, I think. We do a little short, stressful breathing and we become a bit locked up in our thoracic cage. Back. Alright, we're going to just come back to the ground, just coming to the lower back, starting with the arms out to the side, nice easy twisting, moving, dynamic stretch. Which should feel quite nice. Extend it into a much more aggressive twist by taking one leg up, so one leg straight, one leg up, roll it right over the top so that it's now on the ground, and kind of let your shoulders find their natural place. Then with your top arm reaching back the other direction, it's important that one thing stays anchored at least on the ground. So I'm going to keep my knee and lower leg on the ground, and then just use gravity to stretch the arm and place a twist on the spine. If you try, you can equally ground or anchor the hand, and you'll notice my knee comes up a bit. So I'm using gravity on that leg to create the twist. It's probably slightly easier to do it with the upper limb being in the air because it's less weight, so it's a more restful position, whereas here you've kind of got to keep working to get that shoulder down. Each are good, just a different approach. once again, just relaxing the breathing, feeling that expansion between the ribs. Let's do the other side. So I'll demonstrate from the reverse. So one leg flat, rolling over the top, anchoring down on that knee, hand in the air, and just kind of adjust your shoulders so that you're comfortable, and taking it out the back and letting gravity just pull on the shoulder, creating a twist stretch in the spine. Also peak stretch for the arm that's out the back. We're going to go on to our tummies. Do a little bit of extension. We do lots of flexing in our world, a lot of sitting, a lot of bending forwards, but an awful lot of sitting. So it means we sit in what we call flexion, so a bent position with your spine relative to your legs all the time. So it's nice to do the reverse, to do a back bend, to go the other way. So we're going to start down here with a sort of gentle back bend. So head's going to rest on your hands, elbows out to the side. Relax your bottom, relax the legs. Take a deep breath in. As you do, swing the elbows under and just coming up into this Sphinx position. From there, you're just going to breathe out. Let your tummy sag into the mat or the floor, and then back down again. So deep breath in, swing elbows in, breathe out. Watching the shoulders, you know, sort of let your neck become one with your shoulders. You want to keep some elevation through there. For a few different reasons, because it's lengthening your spine, and it's also encouraging some good use of shoulder stability as well. So nice little bit of stability happening there. Elbows back out and down. Do two more. Take that further by taking the hands out to the side. Similar thing though, breathing in, coming right up to full extension. You can alter the hands if you don't quite have that range. You can bring them forward. That breathing out at the top. Let the back sag, roll back down. Breathing in, breathing out. Roll back down. Two more. Lovely. Coming up to a 4-point kneel. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. A nice cat stretch. We're just going to breathe in and drop the head, tuck the tail under, and dome the chest. So it's then as you reverse, you're breathing out. Sticking the tail in the air, head rises, and the back arches. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. 2 more. And out. Next one is another really strong glute stretch. I might just change the angle here so you can kind of see it from a different perspective. Okay, so we're still in this position, 4-point kneel. We're taking one leg out to straight. From there, we're going to twist this leg in. So if you have the range to do it, you can bring it right across. I don't. But we want to create an angle so that the leg is going across the body. From there, we're going to sit backwards. So this leg now can leave the ground for a moment and just move your foam roller out of the way. Just slide back. So you're sitting, not going forward actually, sitting down on your bottom. And then from there, coming down with your forearms if you can, and really sitting into a restful stretch, but a very strong stretch on your glute of this leg, the bent leg. And holding the same thing. We're trying to hold for 30 seconds. Those of you that are very flexible can come down to, a full position. I'm not one of those people, so I'm going to stay up here and control how much pressure I'm putting through there. Switch sides. So getting out, come back up to hands, bring this foot forward again so you're on the toes, bring that leg back and just recover a little bit. Okay, then when you're ready, straighten out the other leg, swing that the other side, the side you haven't stretched yet, underneath as far as you're able to, and then slide back so that you can sit down on the leg and hold. So I was out on the trail this morning and I wanted to focus on what is good about this next level of restrictions. So what I saw that was good, and I hope continues long after this is all gone, if it ever is, but hopefully it will be, is a few things, or are a few things. So one of them was pairs of old blokes catching up to exercise together. So there was guys out running, out cycling, out walking, and you know, clearly just friends. They were they're finding a way to remain social and exercise and to help each other through those sort of things. So that I thought that was a massive tip. I saw lots of couples with their very small, obviously just learning how to ride bikes, children, which was just, I thought it was really lovely. And actually kids on bikes more in general, like kids on bikes, they are everywhere, and it's a ripper. I think people learning and embracing exercising outside again is got to be my favourite thing about this whole strange experience. I saw an old couple. They were clearly just friends because they were not from the same household, and they had stopped. They knew each other, stopped to chat, and they were standing 1.5 meters apart, facing each other, and one had a mask on, the other one didn't, and they were just chatting and just sort of respecting the social distance, but having a nice little chinwag on a Sunday morning. Fantastic. Anyway, I think we've done this leg enough. Coming up, back into this position. We're going to put the toes together, bring the knees out to kind of the width of the mat if you can, or just a little bit wider than your body. Coming back onto the ankles, bring your hands forward and just resting. If you don't have the knee range to do this, you can sort of leave your knees quite a bit more sort of upright and just walk your hands out. But if you can come back and sit right down on them, fantastic. You want to really this is a back stretch predominantly, so you want to reach and push forward with your hands so that you're feeling an elongation in your back. Beautiful. So you can either stand or sit. I'm going to put the hands together in a clasp, push them away from the body. Relaxing your head. Move between that position and clasping the hands equally behind your body. This time keep the palms facing you and just pinching your shoulder blades back towards each other. Try and lift the hands a touch, stretching the chest. Good stretch on the chest, great stretch on the forearms. The other one, hands clasped, push away. And then one more back. Wonderful. Come up into standing. And we're going to just stretch to the neck. So I want you to turn your head 45-degree angle, look down. So we're placing a length on this upper traps. Then with this hand, just going to stretch towards the ground. You can use the other hand to very gently direct your head in that direction as well to increase that. And the other thing you can do is put a small weight in the arm that's reaching towards the ground, and it'll place that kind of stretch on both sides. Might use the stool. Oh, that's quite good. Don't get creative in the ISO with things to use when you don't have hand weights at home. And it doesn't need to be much for a lot of things. It's really just providing, in this case, a very gentle little bit of a pull. Other side. So 45-degree angle, look down. Let that hand reach or have a weight in it, and a very slight pressure if you want with your hand. I reckon that'll do for this morning. Feel pretty limbered up. I feel like I've moved, I've stretched, and I'm ready for another day at home. I'll see you all soon, hopefully. There's lots of good things that are coming out of all of this. We're just going to keep our focus on those things. So I am really I am seeing some of you back at the clinic. We've got a few changes with that this week, unfortunately, just to respond to the situation, but we will be remaining open. And for those of you that I haven't been seeing that are remaining at home, I am so glad to hear about you all exercising. It's absolutely fantastic. We've got home gym setups, we've got all sorts of stuff, and I think it's terrific. So stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Isn't that beautiful? There she is. Eastern Roselle. Just fabulous. I wish I could.